same people that have been all night. Ken Whitehouse and Ernest Jennings outside of row 1. No laps in, and we have a few less cars on the racetrack. Let's see if we can get 25 laps in this 410A main. Ernest Jennings with a great start as he jumps right out to the front and pulls away. And tell you what, that's one way to avoid the crowd, is get to the front and lead the race.
Right, Jeff, when you get out there, they got to find you. It's harder for them to hit you that way. And we got
3
some good
wide.
racing. Oh, Lambert got a little loose there, pushed up towards the fence, but regains control and heads out with it.
And hallelujah, we have a lap in. Ernest Jennings, Ken Whitehouse, Bubba Hunt, Craig Crystal, David Chappell to the outside now as he's sliding up. Splits 2 cars, and now Chappell's up into 4th place in that Ernie Miller Pontiac. Ernie Miller Racing Team. The Chamco Concrete. Chappell to the outside now, runs in 3rd. There's Whitehouse and Chappell. And we've got the 07W. Or no, that's the 07. That's Michael Harp, spun out in turn 1. So Chappell's work. Man, I tell you what, that 50 at Ernie Miller Pontiac car was just moving it. Let's take another look and we'll see Harp come into your picture and just get up in the marbles and got that front end turned inside too far. The back end slipped out and he couldn't hang with it.
And of course we know these cars don't have starters, so he couldn't just set up there and roll it down the hill and pop the clutch. He will have to be push started to begin.
So 2 laps in, they call it, and the 61 still leading the race. David Chappell in 3rd behind Ken Whitehouse in the 07, or in the 7.
And Bubba Hunt's will be in 4th place with Craig Crystal pulling up, rounding out the top 5.
So we are 2 laps in. Jeff Bowen along with Boyd Adams. And Boyd, tell us a little bit real quickly about Race Picks, as Race Picks is going to be available for some of your favorite
right. We have pictures
drivers.
of your favorite drivers. We unfortunately have to take pictures of the crashes too, and those pull in a lot of fans. And we supply the photos for the Speedway News that you can buy here when you come in Tulsa Speedway.
So stop by and see Race Picks out at the pit gate. While we're getting them lined back up, Shane Stewart's not racing tonight, maybe getting ready for Knoxville, but I think Chris has word about a Shane Stewart website. Chris?
That's right. That's right, Jeff. Race Sites have been working on a website for Shane Stewart, and I understand that it's going to be online tonight or something like that, so when the broadcast runs you can tune in or dial up or whatever you do on the web, www.shanestewart.com. You can also check out Shane Carson's website. Both of them you can get to from racesites.com, so check it out, www.racesites.com.
And everybody, it seems now, is jumping in and getting themselves a website. It's amazing. These drivers getting a little web-oriented.
Yes, it's a good way to let potential sponsors know what you're doing, that you are driving a sprint car, how you're standing in the points, and they put some good photos on there too.
Here we go, racing again. The 61 of Ernest Jennings with a great start as he goes to the front.
Ray Campbell down there. Is he will be able to get it back out on the track? Yes!
God bless his soul. Ray Campbell with a sensational job of driving. And I tell you, in most cases, as the 17, by the way, pulls off the racetrack, that's Travis Scott. You say, as you get a look at a great race between the 07W.
That's for the lead right there.
That is for the lead. Let's take a look at that for a second. And Mike Goodman slides past the Ernie Miller Pontiac 50 of David Chappell.
Now, Mike's been in this car for a few weeks now, getting a little bit more accustomed to it with a fantastic mechanic, Bobby Moore, working on it, and he is gone.
Look at that. He is just pulling away from the field. Kenneth Walker in 3rd, and look out, Donnie Crawford, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, has slipped up to 4th.
Already, boy, Goodman looks comfortable in that car. He's not fighting that car. He's going up high, missing all the ruts. Done a great job with it through turn 3 and 4.
But I don't know how many times we're going to talk about it. As you look at Donnie Crawford sliding in behind Kenneth Walker there in the 1. Walker's in front of him in the 2. Mike Goodman is really now starting to pull in the lap traffic. Just look at Donnie Crawford, 10-time now champion here at Tulsa Speedway. Has won 3 weeks in a row.
Right. And he's just hard to beat here. But, right now we've got Goodman out in front. He's got a 2-turn lead on everybody. And it's going to be hard for Donnie to catch these guys unless some yellow flags come into play.
Well, now already into lap traffic is the 07W, now passing his stablemate, Michael Hart. And Whitehouse saves it, somehow keeps the car running, and I'll tell you right now, his heart may not be beating anymore.
No, he's definitely had to take a deep breath after that one.
Still leading though, there's the 07W of Mike Goodman, I should say.
Right.
Just continuing to swamp this field, 10 laps in now, as he has got whatever they did. I'm telling you what, watch him take the turns. No effort at all. He's
going where he wants to go.
Goes high, drops down low, keeps a perfect line. Now watch him, watch that 07 come into this turn two here. Stays right on that top cushion, and there's no movement in the front wheels at all.
No,
he's not fighting the car or anything.
That car is dialed in now, and now he goes past the guy that was leading a few minutes ago, Ernest Jennings.
Trying to get past the 6 of Ray Campbell. Campbell doesn't want to be lapped. Bubba Hunt's in front of him. And I'm telling you, folks, we haven't seen this kind of a domination really in a long time. Mike Goodman is just so dialed in, goes past 2 cars in one turn, past Campbell and past Bubba Hunt, and continuing to work. 12 laps down, 13 now as we're halfway home for Mike Goodman.
And Goodman's going into turn 3 right now, and Donnie Crawford has moved up into second place, but guess what? He's a whole straightaway behind this guy.
Yeah, Crawford has gone past David Chappell, driving that Champico 50. The iCare number 2 of Kenneth Walker running in 4th, and it's the $12 shine of Shane Carson running in 5th. But Mike Goodman.
That car looks like it's on a string, not a bubble or anything.
And we've seen some guys drive like that this year. Donnie Crawford's looked like that. Andy Hillenberg, when he won out here the second week of the season, looked a lot like that.
Oh yeah, it's rare that you get a car that perfect. The dirt's changing every lap. Everything about the car is changing. The weight's going away with the fuel being burned off. But boy, when you hit it right.
16 down now. Still the leader. They've got the number 1 car up on the board as the leader, but I believe the 07W is leading.
Yeah, I think you're right there. He went past the teammate of the 07W, but he hasn't passed Goodman yet. Yeah, Goodman's coming down the front straightaway. We see him there on the screen. He's looking really good. He is still leading the race. I think the scoreboard is incorrect.
Yeah, Mike Goodman is just flat flying. I mean, this he's going to lap the field if he keeps this up.
Right, he's probably just so fast they didn't see him there. And now he's, man, he is just driving his heart out back there on the back straight, coming up on Lambert to put him a lap down. And hey, when you put Lambert a lap down, you are really doing something. That is a strong team.
Working around as you continue to look at the field, putting everybody down. 20 laps down as we have 5 to go now. Watching the 07W put on a show at the Tulsa Speedway as Mike Goodman just continuing to work around. Now he goes past Craig Crystal, just continuing to fly.
Right, he diamonded off that turn in 2, went up high, came down low. Now he's got to get past his teammate here, Michael Hart. Very little effort. Oh, he's still behind him heading into 1.
Now my question is this the second time that he's lapped these guys? Because he's gone past them a couple of times.
Yeah,
he's put a couple of these guys 2 laps down. Holy smokes.
That is just domination for Michael. It's good to see him driving this way in a sprint car. It's got to make him feel good and his team. 23 laps gone. The white flag is going to come out here in a minute for Michael Lambert, but I'm going to tell you, there's going to have to be guys continuing to run. It's going to be for Goodman.
That's a flag for Mike Goodman. Donnie Crawford's in second, and he's still got a ways to go to catch up. The checkered flag is going to fly for the 07W of Mike Goodman, and holy smokes, what do you say? That guy just flat. Man. Smoking is what you're saying.
Just now taking the flag. He had full half a lap on the defending track champion.
And David Chappell almost twice that amount comes in 3rd. Holy smokes. Sensational race for the man driving that 07W, Mike Goodman. A timeout, and we'll be back for more right after this. And welcome back as we're joined in the pits by the man who could do no wrong tonight, Mike Goodman. And Mike, if you're going to unseat a guy that's won 3 weeks in a row, that's the way to do it tonight.
I'll tell you what, Matt Thomason has worked with this car. We've been fast every week. We just haven't had luck on our side. That right there is a true testimony to what I got setting my car up. The car was great. I mean, I don't know if you've seen how thrilled I was. That's the first 14 feature for the whole crew, and they deserve it. We really enjoyed it.
Well, we got a few shots of you jumping up and down, as long as you didn't damage the wing or anything. I guess that's what they were worried about.
I got a wing sponsor, and we'll take all the wings. If we bend them up, he'll give us another one. So I hate to do that to him, but I was so excited about it. That's the first wing dance I've seen at Tulsa Speedway, and I'm glad to be the part of it.
What was the car like? I mean, you really seemed to be perfect out there, if you will. I mean, you could have been driving with one hand as you were going through the turns, passing people. The car went exactly where you wanted to put it.
The car was perfect. Like I said, Matt's got this deal figured out, and I mean, we've been creeping up there every week, and we've probably been fast enough to get up there and race with Donnie and those faster guys, but we just haven't had luck on our side. I can't say enough about the horsepower. Bobby Moore does one heck of a job on those engines. He's got that thing dialed in great. I mean, the car's fast.
Now, Mike, who's this you got here in your arms?
This is my son Lane. I'm glad he got to be out here tonight for a first 410 win. He doesn't get to come very often, and I'm really thrilled when he's here, and I think it shows in my attitude and the way I drive.
Well, need to get him back out here real soon then.
I think he's going to be a permanent fixture now.
Well, congratulations. The car was on rails tonight. It was like watching a Slark car race, and Mike Goodman, driving that 07W, picks up a big win.
I got to thank Wally and Kawita Ledford, too, for giving me a chance to prove myself in this class, and I hope they're happy with what we're doing for them.
Well, congratulations, Mike, again on the big win. And, folks, we got a lot more great racing coming up next week, so don't go away. Stay with us. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.